Okay, continuing right along. I think we're ready to... Oh no, we're not. I gotta draw some cards. So I am gonna draw at least one of these. Just because they're powerful and I have a lot of cubes. I am gonna draw one of these. And this is excellent. So we can continue um, our exploration. And then do I dare draw one of these? I don't need military cards. I have a leader who's only a +1. So there's a part of me that's like, well, if I can get a +2 or a +3 leader, that would be nice. So like right here, that's a +3. So why not, just do a national focus? And look at this, bing, bing, bing. Like all three of these are fantastic. Um, this one is gain a stability for 3. I mean that's really good too. Um, Although it looks like the cost of this card is modified by your current. That's fine. So for this reason, I have a really great card here. This would just be a great pull from the discard pile. So then it just becomes, okay, am I choosing one of these? These are going to help me to put large towns out and to do stability bumps. So let's go ahead and grab another one of these. And there we go. We just got exactly what I was hoping for. Alright, I am going to spend 6 ducats to keep these.
I don't know why he did that.
I do need to get these down. As much as I'm aggressive about it, I don't necessarily need to do that at the start of the round. So this development, the thing I love about it is right here, you can, well, there's two things, really. You can put core tokens down, and the cost equals the number of active cores that are out there. Or you can turn a small town into a large. And it does consume 2 of the uses, but you'll be able to do it twice, which that's pretty awesome to get 2 more of these out in exchange for those. Large towns are double. So I feel like the future's bright. So let's get going. First up is England.
Sorry, I couldn't do much. I missed the W.
Got unrest everywhere.
Well, he flashed.
I'm assuming the army is still on the board. This is like a nebulous thing for me, because now that there's peace,
No.
there was no command that said remove the army from the board. It's just that the army doesn't have a reason to be here anymore. Although, technically, they always stay on the board if there's unrest in their area. So, anyways, we're going to go ahead and just draw a card. Ooh, Explore. They're going to get Quest for the New World. Because that's what happens when you draw that one. Do they have 3? No. Vacant territory with 1 adjacent to the bots? No. They don't even have Quest for the New World, so research it for free and then score as normal. Okay, perfect. So they are now in the game. Boo, hiss. So, Quest for the New World goes on. They do score their 2 points. But actually, we get a point out of that. So maybe not so much boo or hiss. Okay, Austria. Military. They're going to get right back into it, aren't they?
There we go. No one can really. They're here.
There's no claims, so I'm going to just roll. Then we're going to come here.
We win.
Actually, we're going to come here. What did I roll? 4. And then we're going to roll again.
Oh.
A 5. The owner of Pest, which is them.
AP, so I will be useful still.
And then 2. Ragusa.
I always build AP.
Actually, I think they own Ragusa too, don't they? No. Ragusa. I know Ragusa's.
My healing's better than that. You may change my mind.
Oh. It's Bosnia, Croatia area. So it's down there. Okay. So I'm pretty darn sure they're going to put a claim there. But we'll read the thing. But when you start going through these a lot, my issue is I'm at a point where I think I have a lot of it memorized, but there's always that one time. No,
I don't know
no,
this one.
right here.
Oh no!
They're adjacent to that. That might actually
Oh
change
my
things.
gosh.
See? This is why we have to check. They are not
Oh,
adjacent. They already have territory there and there. Yeah, we're good.
I
We can
actually
keep
have
going.
to cross the wall.
So we did this.
Maybe I should adjust it.
Target's not an opponent. It's eligible. They have double. So they're going to place a claim here. They're going to declare war and recruit.
I had it right.
And then, as you can see, there's no call to arms. There's no land battle. Their army's greater. They're on the board. They can't siege. If they can move 2 spaces, they're going to go and intercept. So, first things first, they are going to spend, they're going to get 9. So all these join their army. Their army is massive. And yes, he's going to move 2 spaces, come over here. And Ragusa was the area. Oh, look at this. Venice actually has a town. I'm going to have them declare war on both, even though it does say Ragusa. Venice, they already took out Venice over here, so why not? So 2 dice. 1 hit. And they're well on their way. Okay, Poland. Wow, event. Oh, I didn't set this up yet. Now, I should shuffle them first. Oh, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Shuffle and shuffle. Okay. So this is the second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. So remember, all 6 of our nations had their unique events. So that means all of these are going to be rando things with secondary effects on the bottom of each one. Leaders are going to be dying. All kinds of crap is going to be happening. So, for example, the squares and the pluses. Square plus. We're going to be alive at least for a little bit.
I have a knife, but I can attack.
And I don't know these as super well. Like this one's an awesome one. This is Protestant tokens are going to be going out on the board, and then comet sighted. All right, let's roll for them. So this was, I believe, Poland. They are taking the Reformation spreads. So interesting. Okay, so a lot to do, but basically, 2 tokens in Catholic areas in the HRE that are not adjacent to C zones with the cross, or some argued that it was a sword, um, and that contain no provinces owned by the Emperor. Switzerland and Saxony must be chosen if eligible. So it's going to be Switzerland and Saxony, for sure. And then pick English, French, Scottish, or Danish areas instead if there are no more eligible areas. So it's definitely going to be Switzerland and Saxony. So why? Because they're not owned by the Emperor. So we're just going to grab 2 of these tokens.
No. No.
I didn't mean to grab 3. Bring it out here. And so Switzerland's 1. And then Lower Saxony is the other. Now, the C zones they're talking about are these. See the little symbol here?
Take some of the shots.
So they're just saying you can't,
Try and
be in the south, because all the C zones in the south have these.
take some of the other shots.
whereas the seasons in the north don't. This one has a little asterisk, which I'm sure an event's tied to that as well. Um,
You get dragon.
so the way this is going to work now is we're going to start getting cards in the game. They're going to have
We should get dragon.
Protestant spreading. So an area next to them is going to spread and spread. And so it's going to just start blobbing everywhere. And eventually they could connect to each other and then they become one big blob. But that's not the case at the moment. Okay, and then it just basically just telling you what to do if the HRE areas are destroyed or whatever. So a lot of like caveat rules. All HRE areas with diverse faiths turn Protestant. So that I think still is a thing. Nope, neither of these are HRE, so we're good in terms of that. Okay, then rebellion stuff happens, and then this happens, which is right away. So this is the spreading of the Protestantism, and then pluses get sick. I'm going to do these in reverse order. We'll do the pluses first. So my new guy gets sick right away. These spread. So since this is Poland's, they're going to choose alphabetic order. And it doesn't help or hurt anybody, so it's going to be Brandenburg. And then down here, looks like Burgundy is going to get it. And let's do this in the other order. Yeah, looks like Burgundy. Okay, so not done. That was this one, and now the rebels. So, let's see, one for the Ottomans. They get fixed. The Ottomans just have like a golden ticket. 5 for Poland. Because, you know, Poland needs more. They're going to lose a cube, and one of them gets better. That one gets better. But they lose a cube.
Dance floor defense. What does that do?
These get coins. Let's see. France. France has one. I'm going to roll 4 for England. I may need to roll 5th.
Why didn't you fight him? He's in.
England loses a cube. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, I need a 5th. Nothing. And then we actually still have one. So 1 for us. We lose 2 ducats. Done. And that sums this up. So now we look at this. Barbarossa the Corsair. So you're going to add unrest to 3 towns owned by Christian realms adjacent to sea zones. So it's going to be in the south.
Nice old.
And so it could be my area or France's, because the southern part of France. But it's very likely going to be like Sicily, you know, my area. Then a pirate's going to go in Genoa or Adriatic Sea.
Ow.
If your realm is Muslim, you may pay 1, 1, and 6 to gain 2 cubes. And then you get Hayreddin as an admiral. That's a pretty strong admiral. This one is not going to help us, for sure. And then this one's Portuguese colonization. So you can see they're going to put 3 green in those areas. But what happens when Portuguese are gone? That's a great question. Indian Ocean, Alexandria get pirates. Exhaust all merchants in one of those nodes. Add unrest to 2 towns adjacent to whatever was placed by them. So what's crazy is there must be a lot more exploration in the testing games than ours. Because this is suggesting that, you know, when they put these 3 down that it's actually going to mean something. Um, Now that Portugal's gone, I don't think anything happens. And they are our vassal, so technically they still exist. So if anything, I think we get to take those as ours, and that would be. I'd put vassal tokens out there. That would actually be
Yes.
quite awesome. Um, yeah, that's very interesting.
Let's get this. Just tank it.
Okay, so that was Poland. Or no. Yes, that was Poland. So they took an event. Next we go to the Ottomans. They already have cubes spent. How did that happen? I think I forgot to throw these out.
No, I can't help her.
Yeah. Okay, let's draw. Convert. Those guys still can't convert anything. And why would
Would it
15
be like
be theirs? That makes no sense. I think the convert makes sense, but the papal curia. Well, here, let's look. Maybe there's something in there that I didn't catch. Are they Catholic? No, they perform the second action instead. There is no second action. This is a horribly misplaced card. Oh, this is the second action. Here. The war military. Okay, that's what's going to happen. So, they discard one of these. And I am sitting in fear that I may have actually done something wrong. For a long time in this game. Yeah, that's the first action, that's the second action, and that's the war action. So if they're at war, they would do this. So yeah, so they're saying do the second action. That is the second action. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is like, what happens when your card can't be played? See, the war action replaces the action at the top if the bot is at war. So this is a case where they had convert and Papal Curia. Papal Curia does nothing for them. That's a huge oversight. 15 should not be in this. I mean, we could do the war military anyways, just because I don't know what else to do. So, sure, let's just do it. We're going to do military. Roll. Oh, by the way, they were forced to do a white peace. Because nothing had happened here. And so, since they were forced to do a white peace, everybody who's involved in a white piece loses 1 point.
Why? Oh, no. Poon. Poon, stop.
So let's roll. I rolled a 2,
Oh, no. No.
and a 2 for them is Constantinople. Finally.
Like, you are
So let's go here.
It doesn't matter.
At war, no. Has a claim, yes. The claim is number 1.
I
It did
don't
not
want to
match.
return.
So no, no. Now we got to roll again. So we want them to roll another 2. Let's go for Constantinople. Very good. So they're going to declare war on Constantinople, which has lasted for a very long time. And their bot is all the way down here. They can only move 2 spaces. They will pay a cube to do a recruit action. And that's it. So they weren't able to make it there because their army was so far away. But that's it. That's the best I could do with that situation. Okay, France. Convert.
No, don't do it.
They will convert.
I'll beat you
So
up.
they got a
I'll
Protestant
beat
here.
you up.
So this will flip
I'll beat you up. Don't make me.
to Catholic, which is actually the default. And so France gets 2 points for that. And I think that's it. Let me check. Yeah, they scored 2.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, done. France.
You should come back.
Only had to pay a cube for that. Now it's our turn. Yay! Lots of cheering and joyous.
Yeah.
Alright, so we got explore actions. We have this development action, which lets us get a large province. We have cubes to get our stability back up. So we're going to start with this.
Zach, bro.
So we're going to spend 4 cubes to get our stability back to 0.
Come on.
And I just realized when we did our income phase, I didn't account for the fact that I had a -2. So that's part of my upkeep. Okay, so we're just getting our stability up. You know what, though? I think... hold on. I think I want to take that event. I think there was an event over here that was worth taking. This one.
Okay, creator.
Because I don't want to add this to my realm. Or no, the Portuguese one. That's the one. Yeah, I do want to do this.
I'm not gonna
So another event's going to be gone. We're going to take the Portuguese colonization. Flip this over.
wait, stop.
Ooh, these are all bad. Okay, so here, Pernambuco, Bahia, Gold, Angola, Kilwa, Hormuz, or Goa. All of those,
I'm so low.
of all those, 3 of them get to go on. So since, well here, I'm not going to remember these dang city names. So I'm going to put it right here. So Goa is here. That's an interesting one. Hormuz is there. Kilwa. I mean, they're not all the way out here, are they? No. Kilwa, is there. Gold Coast I actually really like. So we're going to do Gold Coast. So we got a vassal out there.
coming back.
Bahia and Pernambuco is up here. So that's this one and this one. So how much do we want to do South America? I don't know. I feel like we're committed to the Caribbean for now,
Yeah, I'll let you do that.
and then
You just gotta walk up though.
Africa.
You can't.
And I like the idea of getting into the Indian Ocean, but we already have cards here. So why not? So then I'd be moving the Seville merchant out.
Come on, get over here.
Yeah, that lets us. We actually get to take control of countries here. So Goa and Hormuz.
Come on.
So that gives us control of two areas here, which is fantastic. Although we're right next to these guys, well.
Come on, Chris.
Alright, now we get to choose. Do we add unrest to two towns adjacent to the ones that were placed? There's really no way to do that, because there's nothing adjacent. Or place a pirate in the Indian Ocean in Alexandria.
No, please don't. We're gonna get smashed by
So here, and where would Alexandria be?
No ganking me, Fiora, okay?
Over here.
I'm having an honorable 1v1 where I'm not recalling the creator. No, I said Fiora's not ganking me.
Exhaust all merchants in one of these nodes. I guess I'm gonna
Okay,
do.
let's go then. Yeah, come on.
I have to do Spice Trade Disrupted because there's no way I can do B. There's nobody adjacent to them. So it means a pirate comes out
Oh no.
here,
No. No.
and a pirate here.
Stop it.
And then this is ships at sea get lost.
Creator.
So if you don't have a home port, you lose your ship at sea.
No.
This applies to everybody. So like these guys
Don't.
lose one.
No, Pantheon, stop.
Austria is going to lose
Yeah,
one of
I
these.
didn't mean it, though.
They'll lose that one.
You know what? I agree.
England loses one.
I agree.
No, actually they don't.
I'm gonna die for you.
The England is fine. We're okay because we have a port here and a port
Yeah,
here.
no, this is what you did. Don't gank the fiddle. You cannot
France
gank it.
loses this one.
You could walk over into red, what's it called? Red camp.
Okay, that was a very involved
That's up
one.
to you. I'm not gonna
Was it
lie.
worth it for us? Well, yeah, because we just got 3 more vassals out.
No ganking.
That increased our income a little bit, but we now have control of areas, and if we ever can figure out how to merge them, that'll be really great. Okay, moving on. England. 1. And then military.
What? I get bigger.
Are they at war? No. Do they have claims? Oh, good question. Yeah, they do. They have several, in fact. They have claim 4 and claim 5. They rolled a 2. So neither of those are happening.
Exact gameplay.
I'm going to roll again. Got a 6. France.
It wasn't fast enough. Do it.
Right.
Do it.
Any area with this adjacent to the
All
bot.
your damage is done off of like.
Actually, there is. So my reroll was not important.
What's it?
The answer is yes. Place a claim here. Select a realm.
Yeah.
Declare war. So they're going to spend 1. Get all these units. and declare war. And for lack of a place, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No. I said stop.
2 hits. Against England. And they gain a cube back. Austria. Diplomacy. They have 2 cubes.
Wait, hey!
Austria loses that.
Hey, no ganking. How dare you?
They're
How
looking at
dare
this.
you?
A DNPR. I don't know.
Yeah, but then I died so that we made an even 1v1 again. I walked under towers for him.
Can they do an alliance? I'm going to assume yes. And so they gain alliance and place a cube there. And another cube goes there.
Wait, no! Yes.
Alright.
Yeah, get out of here.
Poland. Diplomacy. They got a ton of cubes here. They're going to gain alliance. They already have a royal marriage.
Ah,
That royal marriage, I think, was supposed to be lost.
no. Stop. Stop.
Yeah, it was. They were supposed to lose that royal marriage at the end of the age
You wouldn't dare.
and gain a point for that. But they do have an alliance now with Lithuania,
I've not stopped looking at my mini now.
and they get to put another cube out there. There's already quite a bit. Okay, moving on. Convert or focus war. So we're going to focus on war. France,
Yeah, back up.
naval.
Thomas.
One of those goes away. Okay, so for them, they're going to branch out again and place a ship. And I think it's going to go here. Right where they...
Like this.
Yes. Yes, it is.
My healing is insane.
Because C is better than D.
Come on.
Okay, and then since there's no pirates or anything, they're going to draw a trade. And the trade is Ivory Coast, which we're going to be able to use. Kiev and Baltic Sea,
Uh,
nobody
I
uses.
don't
So
really care if it's like chicken.
they're going to score 2 points because we can use them. So 2 points for France. And then I am very happy we get to use this. So for Ivory Coast, Songhai, Katsina, I don't think we get to do either of those.
If you click it,
But
for
we
some
have at
chicken,
least
you
3.
can die. Well, it's another
I think we have 5. I'm going to check right now.
bear's thing.
I think we're going to get $5.
Like
We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
Hey, no.
I don't know where Songhai even is.
Stupid.
Unless they're saying Songhai.
Thank you, Fiona. You can't kill me. You can't kill me. You can't kill me.
Okay, I'm sorry. Songhai and Katsuna. We don't
She
have
doesn't have
Katsuna
her-
either.
It's like on a.
They're Katsina. I'm sorry.
20 seconds?
So yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 trade power there. So we're gonna get $5.
Get her. Get her. Oh wait, no. Maybe
I am totally cool with taking 2 points for $5. All right, so we still have a lot to do, and now I'm going to
coming for me. She's coming for me.
do the action
Okay,
to
I
move
guess
my
you can-
stability up. So now it's their turn.
I'm also not like on the same
They're going to do naval. We're going to grab a ship. So they want to go somewhere where they're between two trade nodes, if possible, or at least near one. This puts them near one. And it still expands out. It's the N. It begins with an S. Technically, they can go here.
I want to come beat you up.
Yeah, they'll go there.
I got my recall in. No.
And then they bump one of us out. So, roll a die. Highest tax income. Theirs is 12, 14, 24, 26. I think I'm in the 30s. So it's going to be me.
No.
We don't get killed, but we get bumped out.
Get a Pantheon.
Okay, Austria.
Yeah, good job, Pantheon.
Diplomacy.
She's gonna come down here and she's just gonna.
I think that was the subjugate card.
Woo!
Yep, it was. Okay, so for diplomacy, they have an alliance.
No, stop.
Now they're going to put a marriage. What happens after the marriage? They get a kid in a baby carriage.
Just click on it.
So,
Click the spot it's in the thigh. I hate Fiora. She's so annoying.
oh, you know what? They don't need a marriage. They have double the tax. Do they have cubes equal to their income? No. They're going to add 2 more cubes. And then we have to roll a die for the marriage. Sorry. They're just going to add 2 more cubes. They're not doing the marriage. So this is maxed out on cubes. And it's not enough to absorb them, even though they have 4. The tax is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's not counting all these other cubes they have to overcome.
Get back here. Die.
So 2 more cubes do come out for here. And I think that's all they can do. Now the question is do they... Some of these cubes let you bump somebody else out. Oh, I'm sorry. They rolled a 5. They do get a marriage.
No. No. Goodbye. Goodbye. I can't. It's so scary.
Okay, done. Poland.
Dun, 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 dun.
They're doing a naval. Very interesting. So the mighty Polish Navy is coming out
What are you doing?
into the Baltic Sea.
She looked at me.
I mean, technically they could go here, but we're going to go ahead and do Baltic, because that's their trade nodes. It's between 2 of them. And yeah, they draw a trade card.
What the?
So
what?
England gets 2 cubes.
What? 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 I couldn't.
Lubeck, nothing. Adriatic Sea means that the Ottomans are going to get 2 cubes. So it didn't really help us.
Can we have like a...
Ottomans go.
He's
They're going to
AFK.
focus. And
Can we
again,
get, like, a kill?
this should never have happened, the warfare.
A little bit more easy.
So they're actually taking an economic.
Just one kill. Okay, Lego, do you...
So they already have an economic, which means they just score 3 points. And that also means they don't get those 2 cubes.
I'm also against Ander.
And then this one here
But I did make it more fair.
is
I
a
did
focus
not
on
make
politics.
Even though I had 3,600 gold at one point.
Now we go to these guys. Papalcuria.
Andrew, fight me. Fight me.
They're going to kill this one.
Is the Fiora here? Oh no, he's coming.
They have massive dominance of the Curia now.
Call the bread. Call the bread.
Alright, there's a lot I need to do. I want to get this out and start playing it. I want to play this and this.
Call the bread.
I want to
Call the bread.
get my merchant out to India. But in some ways I need more ships, which means I need more money.
Bread.
So then it means so one of the ways to get the merchant out there is to trade.
Oh.
And then I can just move one of these 3 ships out because I don't know if I necessarily need them all. There's a lot to do. We got this, so we're going to have a combat if I do move something out there.
Yeah.
It's risky because we could lose that combat. So it'd be nice to do a recruit style action. So if I do some exploring, I can finally get some claims on the board so we can get some colonists going.
Stop.
So that's a problem.
Goodbye.
I'm finally at stability 0, so I don't necessarily need to be aggressive here. But I do have a wonderful problem of having a lot of cubes.
No. Stop
So what I am going to do is this.
I literally die in like 2 seconds.
So I'm going to take
Do anything. I
4
cannot
cubes
do anything.
and
So
discard
stupid.
them. And
I can't go in because then she has the parry and I can't run away. Like, what happened?
we're going to do explore action. So now I got to decide, am I going to do it here?
I can't do anything.
Which means I'm getting a
It's so
claim
much
against
complicated to be a
an
cheat.
enemy. Or I'm doing it here, which is where I'm going to go. I rolled a 1 again, so that doesn't help me as much because now I have a claim against Central America instead of against these other places.
Fiora, stop.
So what I really should consider is just declaring war on them, but
Bruh.
there's too many things I need to do and not enough time. So, I mean, the thing is, that was my whole action. 1 explore. Okay, so England. Diplomacy. Scotland for sure is going to get the
Come on, I can win.
diplomacy.
I can't win.
They have 2. Yes. Yes.
You know, maybe
Oh,
if we had a fiddlestick.
they still annex them. And they're going to score 3. Well done, England. And actually,
What? What's the proposition?
they had an alliance. I don't know if I was supposed to remove that or not, but
No,
look at this. They had 2 claims here against the same country. Yeah, I did something wrong there, didn't I?
Okay.
So, England is doing great. So I just added 4
I need like a couple.
and annexed it like a boss.
Ah!
Austria,
No, stop. Wait. Stop.
they pass. Or they're going to draw an event.
Zach is sad. He did the same thing to you. Fiora, actually stop. You're gonna like end the game.
That's a 5, which means they're going to choose their own. And if they can't choose their own,
Take everything but the inhibitor, bro. We don't have.
I think they grab the middle. Let me check.
Don't get strong in CS in the jungle and get like 500 CS. Go have fun.
Choose their own. Are they at war? No. They're going to grab the leftmost one.
So
Ooh, they're
stupid.
grabbing the plague. Since I've already chosen, I don't need to put more money on. Although the plague would have mattered how much money was on it.
That's a lot of. That's a lot of. I hate
Oh
that.
man, so many horrible events. Place a token in one of your own areas. Who is this? Oh, this is
Hey,
Austria. Ha
hey.
ha ha. And another an adjacent. For every 2 ducats, another. Remove half your units. Reduce largest to
Come here.
small. They get half tax.
No, she's not. Guaranteed.
So where does it
No.
go? One of their
No.
areas. This is an H. That's an A. Would they really do their primary area?
The viewer. No, we
I mean,
can't.
ideally speaking, well, oh no, they would pick their
No, I
lowest
was right.
tax.
She wasn't in that bush.
So like this one. And that's actually a perfect one. Because this actually thematically works. Because they would pick this
I
one,
don't wanna.
and then they would pick the highest tax. So this is two,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
three,
yeah, yeah. Let's 2v2.
that's
You
four.
know, just don't fight us, Fiora. Like
It doesn't
all your
hurt
fifth
them
six is gone.
even in the slightest, because they don't gain tax income at all.
You should do the thing, Poon, where like you won't attack us unless we hit the inhib.
Okay,
He just pops him as soon as
Cardinal dies,
just instantly dead.
circles get sick, and then this happens, blue and purple. Cardinal dies,
Come here. Come here.
circles get sick.
Get back here. Ah, he duped me. Oh no.
So sickness on him. And then blue and purple, I think I said. So this is blue.
I don't think he should have came back.
Fiera is next for them.
We win! Yay!
And then blue is also down here.
Fiora's gonna come out of a bush and kill us.
Alright, there's a lot of choices here.
Where is she?
This is an E, G, a B, BAL, BAL, BL. Okay,
No way. No
so they're gonna go
shot.
there.
Oh, oh, oh. He's moving.
Right,
He's moving. He's moving.
they're getting one as well. Holy cow, they're passing already. Poland. So they're gonna gain 2 cubes for this. And they are done. Ottomans.
Don't worry about it.
They got a military.
She walked up to us and we went splat.
And it's war. Well, they're at war, Constantinople, so they're gonna move over.
Wait,
They're gonna fight too.
She can't. Wait, guys, our base, guys, minion waves. She's crashing them, and she's not touching
No
the
damage.
turrets. Our towers are gonna die.
Alright, so they're ready to siege France. To diplomacy. We're running out of actions.
This Fiora scares me.
I think
I feel
England
like whenever
was
I
supposed to siege
here.
last turn. Yeah, I did this stupid diplomacy thing.
Well, you didn't even know where I was.
They should have sieged instead. Oh. Well, actually, I forgot to give them a cube when they won their battle, so I think they can do
Oh my gosh,
both.
she's topside. Fiora, stop it! I can't. I can't.
Although there's actually 5 provinces here. Yeah, they shouldn't have.
Guys, I can't. Guys.
annex Scotland.
She's too strong.
So I gotta put this back.
She's too powerful.
Give them 1, 2, 3 cubes. And now they're gonna spend 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Okay.
And these 4 aren't gonna go here. They're instead gonna go here.
Okay, let's go. She's pushing top wave again. Stop it.
And then England
Stop.
is starting to get powerful. So they get one of these, and another town goes out
Stop this top wave. Every 2
there.
seconds. Yes. We got her. We got her. Guaranteed. No, stop. 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 Kill her. Yes. Get her. Beat her up. She doesn't die. Stop. Stop. No.
So they have 5.
We almost got it. Very close.
And they didn't.
Stop
They
this
scored
wave.
5 points instead of 3 because of the annexations.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no grief.
Austria does an
That
event.
might be the reason why.
Nope, Austria's passing.
Maybe I'll get that.
They're gonna gain a cube. Poland already passed.
Well, actually, I ignited her there, so
They're down to 4 and 4.
yeah, she,
They're gonna spend 2 cubes to siege. And they finally get to put a large out.
yeah, because they need everything with this Fiora, really holding them back.
And they're gonna score 2 points. For their peace. I'm actually gonna do their peace deal right now. I'm gonna remove the claim. Flip that back over. I know they're at war, but it doesn't matter. Just saves us some time. France. They're going to do an event. They want to do an opponent's event, which isn't out here. So they're going to do the leftmost. They're going to do revolt in the Low Countries. Oh no, this one would have been a good one too.
Let go. Fiora, stop. Fiora.
Place a diverse face token in Netherlands and Flanders and Wallonia.
All 3 of us together. All in one to fight this one common enemy. No, 5v1. 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 So that means volley and pike. You guys gotta start feeding.
Oh no, oh, this is owned by France. Never mind. Okay, this, well, hold on. Add unrest to all towns on Dutch core provinces unless the owner's capital is located within one of the areas above.
Fiora, we're
It's
just having
not.
a good time.
Add 3 unrest in Flanders and Wallonia if there's at least one there. So yeah, unrest everywhere. Unrest here. The 3 troops are going to go up against England's army, which is already standing there.
No, 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 no.
I'm just going to kill one. Alright, so that's done. This P
She'll never find me.
means the power struggle is now active.
I think we win.
And then the next one comes out. So that means it'll score.
If there's no other teammates, us 3 against Fiora.
Protestantism spread. We gotta deal with rebels, and then triangles get
And
sick.
she's under tower.
Oh no.
You know.
My dude died. So Protestant and rebels. And
Yeah.
yeah, we lost our dude.
Literally like last night.
I know it's a free action on my turn, and it's not my turn, but I'll just pay my 2 now and
So
get the
guys,
plus
I
out
don't know
there.
about this. I think we should
Because
save.
there's no more, there's a square coming. Alright, well, let's do the Protestant spreads.
Cool. Should just solo Baron.
So this gets a little crazy because there's a lot of places to look.
Because I'm gonna do something else. Called sleep. Or your mom, whichever comes first.
That's going to spread there. And there.
But we can win.
Rebels.
Guys, I'm still positive.
Poland has 1,000,000.
Did you?
Oh, I rolled the wrong dice.
Okay, guys.
Poland loses a cube.
Us three against that Fiora. Who would win?
England has 1,000,000.
I think it would be the Fiora. Yeah.
England loses a cube.
Guys. Well, we can put it to the test.
And they get, one of them flip back. France. Rolls 1. They have a rebellion. We roll 1. We lose a manpower. It's not even worth doing. So France, they get a rebellion, but England's army is right there. They do lose another.
Uh,
Right, so they're done.
guys,
And goodbye, Mr. Da Vinci. You did served us well.
where's she going?
All right, so that was
She was
France's turn. Now it's us. There's already 2 passes. There's going to be more. We got to really be careful here. I'm going to spend 2 cubes to get a claim in northern Morocco.
Yeah, of course she's full built.
So you want to make a claim.
Wait, there's not all 3 of us. You can't do this. Can't do this.
2 per area, must be at peace. We
No,
are.
Stop. Why did she heal
And
so much?
England passes.
I can't.
They're doing
I
a
literally could not.
event.
I did so much damage.
6 means they're going to do their own.
We have to one-shot
If they
her.
can't do their own,
That's the thing. You have to one-shot her. She
it always uses the left one. Everything else, the only time these 2 are picked is if it's 2 or 3 directly.
Wait, Fiora. Wait.
So the left one is picked again. New World beckons.
Don't take
Pay 2 to place a claim and declare war in a distant realm adjacent to one of your towns. They don't have the ability to do that. Recruit to 4 units at half cost in the army.
Creator, you should stop doing that.
Yeah, that doesn't do anything for them. So they're just going to gain a cube. And then pirates happen. 2, 1. Technically, they wouldn't count their own area. So the pirate's going to go
So guys,
here.
we can win this. We can win this. Fiora, turn around. Fight us.
Okay, that was England.
Fight fight us, Fiora.
Austria already passed. Poland passed. Ottomans are going to pass, or they're going to do an event. That's the leftmost.
Wait.
They get a cube.
I don't have my abilities. You can't do this.
They get the Corsair.
This Fiora is freaking cringe.
Add unrest to 3 towns owned by Christian realms.
Fight us when we're like a 1v3. You're scared. You know you lose.
So this is what we're talking about.
I don't know. He did just.
So it goes all the way over to here. So, geez, this is a B.
So now we're being sieged.
That's a B. That's
Yeah.
a G over here.
Okay, guys.
I think that covers everything.
Fiora.
So G would be the next one.
1v3 us.
So all 3 of them were ours.
I literally just want 1v3 against this Fiora. Then I'll leave.
Targeted players gain a claim in Algiers and Tunisia. So we're going to get a claim in Algiers
What the? That was very.
and
quick.
Tunisia. Okay, this could actually work out in our favor. Place a pirate in Genoa and Adriatic Sea. If your realm is Muslim, you can pay all this to gain 2 cubes in either of those and gain vassals in all provinces there. So they would need to be able to pay 2 cubes. And they will gain vassals.
That was disrespectful.
Holy cow.
Okay, guys, we're
They
pushing
just
the
went
waves
nuts. Alright, so
back. No, we actually are. We're pushing the waves back. Ah, good try. It was a good attempt.
yikes.
Well, I wasn't gonna do anything.
And they don't use admirals, so they don't get him.
Guys.
Wow. Okay, France
Don't worry, I got it.
is going to pass. They are the 3rd. We got 2 more actions left. So we're going to declare war.
We need your power.
We're going to march in. And we're up against 1, 2.
Wait, Lego.
So they get to roll 3 dice. And they do 1 hit.
Don't do this to me.
And I keep forgetting to do this, but even though I have 4 guys, I only get to roll 3 dice.
Wait, oh no, she has Guardian Angel. I absolutely hate this.
And we hit 2, so we got him.
Oh, we did it!
Because the way we do combat is different than the way they do combat. So
Yes!
they actually roll 3 dice against us. They would only roll 2 dice against the bot.
We win. We win.
All right.
We have 4 seconds. Yeah.
So we successfully did that. We get a cube back.
Right now.
And as much as I'm complaining. I actually don't have enough actions
Guys, I'm
to
going.
do everything I want to do
Go.
here, which is an
Go.
interesting problem. If I was playing against more difficult bots, they would have more cubes and they would get more actions, which would let me get more actions.
Guys, I'm going.
It's still a fascinating problem to have.
Guys, I'm
Okay,
going.
England
I'm gonna win. I'm going to their base.
is going to be the fort to pass.
I got distracted.
Excuse me, these guys aren't going to be doing anything else, and so it's really just us. We get one more action, and then we're done. And of course, we're going to siege
So,
the two remaining places.
about this. Now, can we win? No.
And that lets us put out
Will we try?
two more towns.
Yes.
And now we have control of the area.
So what are we doing?
And our mission
I do a lot.
to continue Reconquista, northern Morocco, Algiers.
We gotta do a lot of CC.
So we just need 3 and be at peace, and we're going to gain a cardinal.
She's gonna jump me.
Um,
She would totally.
have 2 towns adjacent to the East Indies Sea Zone.
Yeah, but
Yeah, we're
Chris,
not
we
able to
can-
do
we
that
can
yet.
siege down the
Okay,
getting more CS. We've got so much levels.
that brings us to the end.
Gold. Guys,
So
guys,
this happens
guys,
now.
Guys, she's coming, guys.
The comet sighted won't occur, but there's going to be unrest for us in one of our areas.
She's in the jungle.
I guess we get to choose. So I'll choose the Antilles.
Guys. She's there.
And then green and
Um,
brown are going to go, and then
I
squares
don't know if
die.
we win in the team fight. I'm not gonna lie.
So square. So everybody in my area is sick. So we said brown and something gets to go. That's not brown, it's orange. Orange and green get to go. Green is no longer on the map, so it's just orange.
Yeah. I
So
wasn't
orange is going to go right there, because it's the area they're already in.
Run! Go
So
back in! Kill her!
that brings us to the end of the round.
Sad BB. Don't you dare.
Okay, truces are gone. NPR invasions.
So, in a team fight,
Rebel siege remove. Peace resolution.
Fiora is such
There's a lot of this.
like,
So we got
there's
1,
nothing
2,
I could have done.
3, 4, and then all these are flipped.
I hate that sad beat. Yeah, pretty fair. No, pretty fair.
Now, one thing,
You, I know. After
they gained 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points.
Focused me. I was like, no,
So 5 more for England. They're steamrolling right now,
no, why me?
making a fast catch up. The Constantinople
Good night, boys.
is 2 points. And I already took care of that for them. And then for us, England had a claim here, so they do get to reverse 2 of these. 1 and 2. Not that it matters for them. We had a claim, so I'm going to reverse my 2. And one of them is going to flip because of the religion issue. We can flip that one. That one flips for them. Flip. Flip and flip. Because they have diverse faiths. Okay, prestige penalties. That occurs if there was rebels on the map, interregnum, We just did religious dissent. Austria gets to remove one unrest. They don't have any. And then we keep going. Roll rebel dice. Well, Ottomans have one. They lose a cube. Poland has 5. Lose a cube and a rebellion. So one of these dudes comes out. It's going to go there. France looks like it has 1. England has 5. They're going to lose a cube and one of them is going to restore. And then we have one out here. So we lose a cube. And then we have, actually I'm not going to lose that one. And then we have 1, 2 here. I'm sorry, 1 there. Oh my gosh, we got 1 here, 1 here, or 2 here. So let's do the 1 first in Gibraltar. Clean. The 2 in Aragon. 4 ducats. And then the 2 here. Rebellion and 2 more ducats. Rebellion. They're going to roll 3 dice. They do 1 hit on us. We kill him. So Rebellion doesn't do much. Although we are going to have to do a recruit action. Okay, and then I believe that's everybody there. We're going to score their points. Austria will get their 1 point. France gets 3. We do our income. Okay, so ships. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 in that. I have 20 income. Plus 8 is 28, and 5 is 33. So I'm going to get 22 income, which puts me up to 25. And then I have to subtract 2 more because of this. And I'm actually going to pay both of these off right now. Let's get us all the way down to 3. I don't know why I did that. I just realized I have to do a recruit action, so I'll just take the loans back again. Then I'm going to get 2 cubes here and 2 more. And then I'm going to get 3 cubes here and 1 more. And then 1, 2, 3, and 1 more there. I definitely see like there's so many actions I still need to do. Okay. Then we just got to do the cleanups. for all the bots. They lose all their alliances. The plague goes off the board. First player token goes to Poland. Just trying to find everything. Like this alliance goes away. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Three, 6, 7. Nine, 19, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, and 19. I'll worry about the bot manpower whenever it's time. 4, 5, 6, 7. Just curious. The Explore card's the one they lost. Dang it. Okay. Got the 7 cubes out for them. I think we're getting close to being able to go here. Got to get the plague off the board. What else? I think we're good. The next set of events come out. We are in the second half of the age, so one of these in one of these two decks is going to belong to us. And I don't even know what our events are. So here's the Austrian one, the French one, and a religious turmoil one. And yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. So those come out. I think we're good to go here. We get to draw cards. I have some beautiful cards already, but I think I'm going to draw one of each. So Central Authority is excellent. I don't care for New Alliance as much. Inspired Leadership, excellent. And this is the part where me paying off those loans was silly. So, just going to gain a loan right back. and just collect 4 ducats. Okay, so we have ourselves an issue where we're actually accumulating more cubes than we can spend because the bots are passing quicker than I need them to or want them to. I've never experienced this problem before. When you play with human players, everybody's going as long as they can, and maybe being a little bit more action efficient. So, not really sure what to say there, but yeah. So it'll be ready for us to start a turn. I'm going to end the video here. Thanks for watching. Stay awesome.